Australians, though, may soon be forced to share their social media history to travel to the United States for a holiday. Live to our senior reporter, Trudy McIntosh. Trudy, it's really interesting that this might become official because, at least anecdotally, some people travelling to the US are asked to give up their social media anyway.
That's right, Laura. And there's been stories of people who say they've been denied entry when they flew all the way to the United States because of something they've done online. This proposal is not yet in effect, so there's a chance it won't happen, but it seems like this is the path that the United States is going down, essentially requiring tourists when they're coming to the United States to provide much more information about what they've posted online over the past 5 years. Australia is part of what's called the Visa Waiver Program, so we don't have to formally apply for a visa to go on holiday to the United States for 90 days. But under that, at the moment, you can voluntarily put in your social media handles as a part of the application. But now, under this change, you would potentially have to mandatorily do that. Not just this, though. Other crucial information as well could be updated on the ESTA application form. It would include your phone numbers from the past 5 years, all email accounts you've used from the past 10 years, the names and numbers of family members for the last 5 years as well. The Department of Homeland Security says this extra information is about providing extra safeguards for the United States. Donald Trump was elected, don't forget, on a platform of cracking down on the border, in particular illegal immigration. But there has been this crackdown more broadly when it comes to other visa classes. Students trying to enter the United States from earlier this year, they were required to make their social media accounts public in order to be able to get access into America. So this is a continual, it seems like, increase in what they are doing in terms of monitoring of accounts. As for politicians back here at home, not really wanting to weigh into this one.
The immigration policies of the United States government really are a matter for the United States, just as Australia's immigration policy is a matter for us. It's not up to me to tell the US government what they can and can't do when they screen visa applicants, nor would we accept them telling the Australian government what we can do about how we screen our visa applicants.
Presumably, if you've said anything negative about Donald Trump in the past, you just delete your post before you apply for a visa.
People may well do that. I wouldn't want to give US visa application advice, certainly not on your program this morning.
Even just the prospect of these sort of changes being in place to get an ESTA, that might also deter Australians from choosing to take a holiday in the United States. Have a look at the data from the US side as to what travel has been like over the past 12 months from Australia. It has shown year on year there are fewer Australians choosing to go over to the United States since Donald Trump returned to the White House. It's not just about Trump, though, Laura. You can't say this would be one factor. It's just very expensive in the United States as well at the moment. The Aussie dollar is weak, and that makes it a pretty expensive place to go on holiday.
Trudy, interesting that on another issue, question without notice, you love these from me, on the expenses issue, it certainly hasn't gone away today, but now that it kind of is swamping everyone, you've got a lot of people running for cover. I note that Sarah Hanson-Young, she's due on with Pete. She gets that platform, once a week on First Edition. Now she's in the spotlight and she's all of a sudden very quiet. This is probably the most egregious example of someone taking advantage of this family reunion, and that is her lobbyist partner charging the taxpayer to travel to and from Canberra.
I suppose, not to mount a defence for anyone, but I suppose, there's going to have to be different rules for depending on what your partner does for work. This whole last week has shone a spotlight on the very nature of these family reunion rules. They seem rather vague. You can use them, it seems, to your own discretion to the amount you want. We saw that headline today for Don Farrell, the Trade and Tourism Minister, something like he could nearly have flown to the moon and back 2 times or something. This means everyone is damaged by these stories. That helps Annika Wells too, though, Laura, doesn't it? Because she's not the only one in the spotlight now. Every MP and senator is facing this sort of scrutiny.
Yeah, it's funny, the most sanctimonious ones, when this kind of things happen, go pretty quiet. So we will see what happens with all of this. And in the end, they may just shoot themselves in the foot. Trudy, thank you. I appreciate that.